We don't want any extra feedings going on that we don't know about. But everybody looks good, so with that out of the way, we can go ahead and start giving these guys some lunch. Now folks, you are looking at our main pool area here at Alligator Adventure. This area is home to 300 of our largest alligators that we have here at our park. On the very back of our park, we've got another area set up like a natural wetland that's home to about 700 adults. You guys can do the math. We have over 1,000 alligators here at our park. It's a lot of mouths to feed. Now, one of the most common questions we get here from our visitors is how can we tell the difference between the males and the females? That's really easy to tell when alligators are fully grown because all you have to do is look at their size. All the smaller ones are the girls, and they get anywhere from about 6 to 9 feet in length. Now, the males get a lot larger. The adult males can get all the way up to about 15 feet long and weigh well over 1,000 pounds. Now, usually folks who come to the feedings get very concerned if these alligators are getting enough to eat. You heard we have 300 gators in this section of our park alone, and you see only 2 keepers out here with 1 bucket of chicken each. It's obvious not every gator is going to get a piece of food during this show, but that is perfectly all right. They're not even worried about it because they don't eat that much. Somebody want to jump in there and point that out to her? If that's not lazy, I don't know what is. There we go. You can make it, honey. Like 3 more steps and it's all yours. Now these guys actually only eat about 75 pounds of meat, and that'll last them for the entire year. Now that's not a whole lot considering how large they get. They can afford to do that because they're very efficient in what they do eat. These guys use 90% of the food they take in, they turn it into energy, and expel only 10% of that as waste. Now people, on the other hand, we're the exact opposite. We waste about 90%. So that's why we need to eat every single day, a couple times a day, to keep our body systems running the way they should. Come on. Now these guys are really good at rotating. Every time we come here to feed them, we have different alligators because alligators aren't eating machines. They only eat a little bit at a time. And after they have maybe 2 to 3 pieces of chicken, they'll go ahead and lay on the beaches for a few days. It takes them a long time to digest that food that's sitting in their stomachs. So while we have a bunch on the outskirts kind of laying on the beaches, we've got more coming up every single time. That's why we're able to keep so many in the pools because they're not all hungry at one time. Come on. Now, as you're walking around our park, you may notice some alligators with missing body parts and bumps and bruises. How many of you guys have noticed that? Yeah, some of them are missing some arms, legs, fingers, toes, or a piece of their tail. And that's not from the males like you may think. That's mainly from the females during nesting season. Now that's right now. The nesting season just started. It happens during the month of July. While you're walking around, you may notice a mud mound nest with a big old female laying on top of it. She may or may not be dropping eggs in there. One female usually drops about 35 to 40 eggs in one nest. And once those babies are in there, everybody else better look out. Because anything that gets close to that nest usually gets into a fight with an angry mother gator. Whether it be a raccoon looking for a tasty snack, or a 14-foot male just passing through minding his own business, she will not hesitate in risking her life to defend those babies. All right, guys, and then to my very last piece. John, how many do you have? He's got 3 left. All right, you guys want me to toss this out or get another jumper? I think I heard jumper mostly. All right, let's see if we can get one more of these big guys to jump up. You want it? You want it? Come on. You guys want it? I think this one over here wanted it the most. Come on, sweetie. All right, guys, that was my very last piece. When John down there